All right. I'm going to do a little update on my review for the Onda v919 Air Dual OS tablet. And in my previous review, I stated that I wasn't quite able to get all of the Chinese to go away on the tablet. Like for instance, the on the Microsoft Store, as well as some, like when logging into the tablet, it would have some Chinese, and most of it was in English, but some of it wasn't. And yeah, I figured out how to alleviate all of that, so I'm gonna tell you how to do that. The instructions were on the Onda forum. Uh, yeah, it's a good forum. I check that out. But anyway, what you want to do is go into the control panel and type search, and then just type region, and that'll pop up the control panel with what you need. Now, first of all, to switch to the Play Store so that it has the correct settings, you want to go to, or excuse me, the Windows Store, but the App Store, so it's all in English. And you just want to set the location to the United States. And once that's done and you apply it, then your Microsoft Store will be all in English and be showing you the correct regional apps. And then to get it so that Windows covers the whole operating system, including the login screens and everything, so it's totally in English, you have to go to the administration tab and then go to copy settings, and then you click both of these boxes, welcome screen and system accounts and new user accounts, and then you press OK. And I've already done it, so I don't need to do it now. But once you do that, and then you have to log out and log back in again. And once you do that, it will be totally in English, just as if this was English tab. And here's another thing I learned about this. And I was completely astounded and dumbfounded by the smoothness and the speed of this tablet. I mean, it's totally a fluid user experience, and something I wasn't used to on Android tablets. And I was highly impressed, if you couldn't tell from the last review. Well, I ended up basically giving myself like 10 viruses the other day. I mean, they weren't true viruses, but I was trying to install Winamp on this thing so I could stream some Shoutcast stations, and I wanted to use the Milk Drop plugin, just like for nostalgia purposes or whatever. Well, when the app was installing, it how a lot of these free apps like try to install like 10 other things with it. And I went through carefully, did a custom installation, and unchecked every single offending app, right? Well, lo and behold, the next day they were all on this thing anyway. And it was like popping up on my browser. They were essentially viruses. And one of them I was able to remove, and then a couple hours later, another one pops up on the screen. And oh man, I wasn't able to remove that one. When I tried to uninstall it, it wouldn't even let me do it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to do a system refresh. It's not that big of a deal. I've only had it for a few days anyway, and it saves your personal files anyway. You just have to re-download your legacy apps. Anyway, so I did a system refresh, and after I did, this thing was even faster than when I got it. And I'm convinced that it came with some form of spyware from China on it, and I know it had something put on it because, for instance, when this is a Windows with Bing tablet, right? Bing is supposed to be the default search engine. That's the whole point of Windows with Bing. That's why Microsoft gave it away for free. Yet when I would press the search button, it would pop up automatically and go to AVG search. So it must have had some nefarious stuff installed on it, and I don't know if that was done by Onda or if it could have been done by Geek Buying, because I mean Geek Buying did open this thing up and add some software, such as they pre-installed English on it. And by the way, if you do a system restore, you are going to have to reset it back to English, because it'll restore it back to the Chinese state. And that's not that hard to do. Just Google change to English in Windows 8.1 and you'll see a video. It's a pain in the ass, but if you're looking at if you're looking at a video, you should be able to do it pretty easily. It took me like 10 or 15 frustrating minutes, but I got it by watching the YouTube video. So yeah, if you get one of these things, I would definitely suggest doing a system refresh when you get it and converting it to English. Follow the steps I told you to convert the Play Store and the start settings to English, and then you'll have a smoking fast, incredibly smooth, $240 iPad Air clone with a incredible IPS screen, same resolution, same screen as the iPad Air, as well as a really nice magnesium alloy case, and it also fits into many of the cases and accessories for the iPad Air original. And here's another thing. Some people were saying that this doesn't have a thing to turn off with a magnet, like when you close the case, but from my experience it does. And when I close the magnet case on it, it turns right off, and when I open it up, it turns on. So apparently it does have that built into it, but this unit does not have GPS. It has one speaker. The speaker sounds okay. I mean, it sounds decent, at least it's audible. And it has the battery could be a little bigger. That's really the only downsides of this tablet. But oh yeah, another thing that I want to bring up is that I did try switching to Android again. I'd just like to try it out a little bit, and it was in a really quiet room, right? And I could hear this little squealing, and that made me remember something that I'd heard from Hendrickson's review, is that people are pretty sure that in the Android ROM, and I'm not sure if this has been updated, but in the one that it was shipped with the Android ROM, it is the processor is running at max speed constantly, and I was able to actually hear a little high pitched whine coming from the processor, and that causes the battery time to be even less in Android. So I'm not sure if that is fixed. And also, you got to be careful when doing a system restore on Android, because it could delete your Windows partition or something. I read something about that. You got to be careful with doing a system restore from Android, but doing the refresh from Windows was no problem for me. So yeah, that's a little of my addendum onto the review. I'll try to post a link to this one from that one so other people can get some updated info. All right, peace.